Okay, so we have learned the quadratic formula, and now we need to apply the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula allows us to solve any quadratic equation. So here we've got a quadratic equation. I want to know what x equals. This should say solve. Okay? And what we can do is, the first thing is, it has to equal 0. Make sure equation equals 0. This one does, so we can move on to step 2, which is identify A, B, and C. That should be pretty easy. We've been doing that for a while. A is the coefficient of x squared. B is the coefficient of x. C is your constant. And step 3 is to plug into quadratic equation and simplify. Alright, so I have a little song here. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And now I can plug in my a, b, and c. Make sure you remember that negative b means take the opposite of whatever this is. So since this is a negative, I'm going to have a positive 4. B squared, negative 4 squared is 16, minus 4 times A times C, all divided by 2 times A. So I've plugged in, and now I need to simplify. I can simply plug this into the calculator. So 16 minus 4 times 1 times 13, negative 36. Remember that because this is an x squared, we should have 2 solutions. And initially, it doesn't look like we have 2 solutions, but we have to remember that this plus minus means 4 plus the square root of negative 36 over 2 and 4 minus square root of negative 36 over 2. So again, we should have 2 answers because this is an x squared, and one gets from using a positive here, and one solution is from using a negative here. So this involves my imaginary numbers. The square root of negative 36 is 6i. And if I'm dividing everything by 2, I have to divide both of these by 2. 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i. And those are my 2 solutions.